Here's why your ex seems sad when they break up with you, even though they're the ones choosing to push you away. Hey, I'm Coach Benny. I help people get their exes back, and I have a background as a men's dating coach, which means I understand attraction and how to bring people in. And today I'm sick, but I'm still getting the videos out, so excuse the get up here. Now, one of the most confusing things for people that are getting broken up with is that sometimes when somebody's letting you go, they're sad and they seem like they don't want to do it, but they say that they have to do it, and you know that they really don't, you know, but they're so distraught. It seems like in their mind they don't even have a choice. So as you're trying to figure out whether or not you should move on, you're thinking, well, they seemed like they loved the hell out of me when they were letting me go, and maybe it's not really over. Maybe they're just going through something. And what's going on here is that your ex has a dismissive, avoidant attachment style, whereas somewhere in their childhood they were emotionally neglected to some extent. It could be that the parents were strung out on drugs and like there was literally nobody there. But it could also be something like where the family was there, but they were more like tough love than they were actually nurturing. But what comes out of this is this feeling of brokenness in your ex. This is their core wound that drives their insecure attachment style. They don't feel like they're good enough, even though they're the ones breaking up with you. And it doesn't make any sense to you because you're like, hey, like I'm still down for this. But they might have even said something to you like they feel like you'd be better off without them, or that they couldn't give you what you needed, which all alludes to them not being enough, that they're defective. For dismissive avoidance, they're really bad at communication because they never had it demonstrated to them with their family, or probably not the right way at least. And if nobody was ever sitting you down, talking to you about your feelings, or writing you notes in your lunchbox or anything like that, okay, you're going to be bad at like looking inwards, understanding what's going on in here, and then, talking about what it is that's in here. Because they have poor communication skills, they don't tell you what their needs are or their boundaries, and so they end up spreading themselves really thin, not only just with you, but between work, school, family, etc. So sometimes they'll break up with you because they feel overwhelmed and they already feel not up to the task of the relationship. So in order to catch a breath and to get some of their bandwidth back, they will cut the relationship off, which they have that emotional ability to do because, them having had to raise themselves to some extent, they just were able to flip the switch and get to work and kind of take care of themselves. And they might even have an identity based around hyper independence because of this. Now, I'm not saying you were, but to whatever degree that you were clingy in the relationship, where you were always texting first or asking them for reassurance and this kind of a thing, that's also exacerbating their desire for independence because, they feel like their identity